I thought we would go ahead and get into bronzers this time. And so we will just get right into this. If you have not seen my other declutter, I have actually like a series of different declutter things, but the most recent ones were my highlight and blush collections that I'm doing for this time around. And so I will link both of those down in the description box if you want to check them out. But otherwise, let's just get into this. So first off, I will talk about this Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. I have this on my face today, actually. I have the bronzer on. I actually mixed... What did I mix? Oh, I actually mixed these two shades together and, you know, bronzed my cheeks and forehead, nose, you know, the places. And I actually have these on my eyes today as well. So that is, this whole palette is on my face right now as far as eyes and bronzing. So this smells phenomenal for one. Like, I can't get enough of it. And also it's just like the perfect, I love the range of the colors of the bronzers. And actually, I guess I should swatch them for you. And so let's go ahead. That's these two here. The first two are the ones I have on today mixed. Okay, so I went real heavy into that. Obviously, you shear them out, but very good range of shades for, you know, whatever, different skin tones. So, yes, love this. It's going absolutely nowhere, obviously, because I even love like how it just creates such a simple eye look that I really enjoy lately. And yeah. Then my only other like bronzer palette I have is this Ace Beauté Bronzed in Paradise, which I got from Beauty Rave. Raven is her name. And I love this as well. As you can see, same thing. Great range of shades for different skin tones. I usually mix these two right here. And so let me go ahead and swatch. We'll go just like this. Now you can see from here, the cool thing about these two different palettes is they are very different. These are much more cool toned and these are more warm toned. So great variety of, because depending on how I'm doing my makeup that day, I do wear different kind of, like sometimes I like a cooler bronzing and other times I like a warmer one. So, and also depending on like what skin tone I have during that season, you know. But so I love the fact that they're so different. And I like bronzing palettes like that because it gives you that variety of being able to mix shades and stuff to get like kind of your perfect shade. And sometimes, you know, you buy a single one and it just doesn't quite work. Like it's like, ah. And so this gives you a little more room to play around with mixing to be able to get the shade that you want. So I love both of those bronzing palettes. I'm keeping them both. Now I have two cream bronzers. The first being the Milk Matte Bronzer stick. So I just have the little baby one. And oh my gosh, I wanted this for so long. I'll start doing it on my arm here. And that's what that shade looks like. And it is so pretty. It's easy to blend out. It's, yeah, I really, really like it. And as I've mentioned in the other videos, I'm really starting to like a lot of cream products a lot, even though I have oily skin. And sometimes it's like you just get too powdery, and especially because I'm getting older. And so, you know, you don't want a really powdery looking face. Or I don't anyway, I shouldn't say that. If you like that, that's fine. But on me, I don't really love that so much anymore. And so, I definitely am enjoying the more cream products. And for summer, like they just meld into your skin, and then I can do a light setting with powder, and they seem to last on my oily skin just fine. So I'm really enjoying them. Okay, so the other cream that I have is this Soul Body. It's in medium, and it's their Face and Body Bronzing Balm. And for one thing, it smells so good. It smells like summer. It smells like the most fabulous tanning lotion. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So that's what it looks like in here. And I'll just get some on my finger here and show you what that shade is like. So that one has a more yellow tone than this one does. This one's a little more like of a brown tone, and this one's more yellow. So definitely a little different in terms of, you know, shade. And like I said, the smell is like, I'm not kidding. Like, there are certain makeup brands, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I like could sit and just smell them all day. It's like when I go babysit, I'm gonna make myself sound like a total weirdo right now, but the one little girl I go babysit, she has like one of the original, I mean, it's not original, but it's like the original strawberry shortcake doll. It smells just like the original one did. I seriously, like, if I have to play dolls with her, at least I can smell strawberry shortcake, because it smells so dang good. Like, smells like that just totally get me. So yeah, so I love that. Okay, now I've got some like bronzers that I've gotten from like Ipsy and stuff like that. So we're gonna go through those. I have the Hoola Benefit, I have the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I believe this is just the original one. And it comes with a little brush like this, and a little tiny mirror. Like you can't even see yourself in that, so it's kind of pointless, but so it looks like this, and I'll give you a little swatcheroo of that. This is a more kind of a little cooler tone, and I do really like it. I use this bronzer all the time, so I'm keeping it. Next is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is medium deep, so this is definitely like a summer one for me. I had one that I went through and it actually ended up breaking, and I was so sad. So this is actually a brand new one, but I will swatch it for you because, spoiler alert, I'm keeping it. I already know I like it because I already went through one. So yeah, but so let's go ahead and swatch that. Also, smells so dang good. Chocolate Soleil, it's not joking, it's definitely chocolatey. And so that one has even more of like a cool tone and a little deeper, obviously. So perfect for summer for me. So I am keeping that. Up next is the Estate Cocoa Pressed Bronzer. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and so it looks like this. Very soft. And this is the shade. Now I'm going to be honest, let me swatch it a little better for you. Looks like that. I want to love it, but I've used it several times, and every time I do, I feel like it gives me kind of like a weird yellowish tint to my skin, which I don't know why. I guess it's just orangey enough, but like some of these are too, but there's something about it that I don't love how it looks on my skin tone. And another thing, I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate this type of packaging. I hate it. Like the Super Shock stuff from ColourPop and stuff that comes like this, to me, that's such an annoying step. And like sometimes things don't line up and you have to keep doing it. I don't want to deal with that with a product. And especially since this one doesn't, I don't like the way it looks anyway, I am going to pass this on. I will mention right now, as I have in the other videos, I'm going to be doing a gently used makeup giveaway. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep an eye out for that. I'm also going to be doing a, new makeup giveaway too. So those will be coming up soon. But yeah, this can be sanitized, and if someone else can use it, I would rather pass it on to them because, like I said, hate that packaging and don't care for the color on me. Next is the Morphe bronzer. It's in Debutante, which I like because of Debutante, my cousin. But I got this in an Ipsy, and so the shade's like that. And go ahead and show you. Now, this one has a weird, I don't want to say weird, but kind of does the same thing as this one does to me. If you can see, it just pulls like yellow. And so that does not work well with my skin tone at all. And so again, I will just be sanitizing this and putting it with the gently used makeup giveaway because there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't work for me. And so again, not going to hold on to something that I know I'm not going to use. This, I want to say I might have gotten this in a birthday thing from Sephora one time or something, but it's the Nars Laguna bronzer. So it's like a mini one, and you can tell by looking at it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it gets used. It definitely gets used. So let me go ahead and swatch that for you. And strangely, it has a little bit of like a sheen to it, which is not something I typically want out of a bronzer. but it works. I don't know if you can tell that it's got a little bit of a sheen there, but something about it, like you can tell more on my finger. It looks good on my skin, and sometimes I need that extra like little glowy look. I especially think I kind of like it in the winter months when my skin, you know, and most people's skin is a little more dull looking. I feel like it just gives like a little extra light to my skin and just a little extra life. And so I really enjoy that aspect of it, even though I never would have thought I'd want to wear like any kind of shimmeriness in a bronzer. Keeping with that idea with the shimmery bronzer that I was like, what? I have this Ofra bronzer in Americano. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and this is a full size. I love when you get a full size in an Ipsy, but it has a slight bit of sheen. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see I'm starting to dip down in the middle. Like I will probably hit pan on that before too long. So obviously I use it a lot. So let me show you what that looks like. Maybe I'll start going over here now. So that is that shade, and it just has a slight bit of sheen, but nothing like super noticeable. But again, the shade of it is light enough that works for me really good in the winter. And it again just has that slight bit of sheen to it that just gives that glow to my skin that I appreciate in those more, you know, dry months. And I have oily skin all the time, and my face is oily everywhere. I don't just have like T-zone oil, but I do get a little, like, it's not as oily in the winter, and I feel like it just adds like a more youthful glow to me when, you know, things aren't as naturally glowy. Up next is this Aesthetica bronzer, and it's in Sunset, and I don't remember where I got this. I really do not remember where I got this, but it looks like this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it definitely is one that I reach for a lot. It's just, it's more, a little more cool tone, which you'll see when I put it next to this. So this one is definitely more of a cool tone bronzer. And again, like I said, it depends on what makeup I'm wearing and that kind of stuff, whether I pull more for a warm one or a little cooler tone. And I just, it's really good. Like, looks good all the time. It doesn't, I never have to worry about this one looking like, whoa, she's got some bronzer on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just adds a very natural warmth to my face. And so this honestly is one of my favorite bronzers. Like, I reach for it all the time. Then we've got the good old Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this is just in the shade Bronzer. I have gone through, I think, 2 of these. And then after my last one ran out, I didn't go out and buy another one because I had other things in my collection that I wanted to get use out of. But then my amazing friend V, she is the Cringe Queen here on YouTube. She sent me this. And so I was so excited because I'm like, I already know I love it. So I didn't go out and buy myself one, but she got me one and spoiled me. So awesome. So not everyone loves the smell, but this girl, give me anything beachy smelling like that. Oh, I'll take it. All right. And what I love about this bronzer is, again, it just seems to always work. It always looks good. It's like, it's just effortless. Like, put a little on my brush, swirl it, and I'm like, that's good color. I'm good. Like, it, same thing, does not go on like way too much at first. You never have to worry about that. And typically, I'll show you what kind of brush I've been using. I actually, lately, I used to use like a bigger, fluffier brush for my bronzer, but I have been using this GG Gorgeous. It's actually a contour brush, and I got this in Ipsy, actually. And I love this for bronzer. It like puts it perfectly in the spot I want, but it's fat enough that it's not like too small of an area, but it's not so big that it goes down further than I want it to, you know? It just like perfectly fits all the places that I want it to go. So I have definitely been enjoying this for my bronzers. And so if you got this in Ipsy and haven't used it, try it for that. And then we are on to the very last bronzer in my collection. And this one is a sentimental one for me. And I know that sounds goofy to have sentimental makeup. I mean, to a lot of you who are makeup lovers, you know exactly what I mean. But on my 40th birthday, my husband took me on a surprise trip, and we went to Frankenmuth. I live in Michigan, if you don't know. Frankenmuth is a really cool, like, Bavarian town, German. It's just like they play the music in the streets, and there's a lot of little shops, and there's Zenders, which is like world famous chicken dinner. I'm not really sure why, because I don't really think it's that good, but whatever. And there's the Bavarian Inn, and it's just it's a really cool feel there. So we had gone and stayed a night there, and there's an outlet mall right near there, like just, you know, a few minutes away. And so we went to the cosmetics company. Well, and I want to say also, he didn't just take me there. Then he took me to Soaring Eagle Casino, which is in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And it was gorgeous. We had the most amazing hotel room. And there was Shipshewana on the road was there. And so I got to go shop that day. I love to shop. My husband knows it. So for my birthday, that's what he takes me and like takes me shopping. And so I got to go shop at Shipshewana on the road. And that was super cool. So it was just a really, really awesome 40th birthday. Like, I will never, ever forget. It was just, we had so much fun. But anyway, when we went to the outlet mall there near Frankenmuth, it's actually in Birch Run, there is a cosmetics company store there. And so like I said, that was my 40th birthday. By the time you're seeing this, I'm 44 because my 44th birthday was April 12th. And so I was just getting into and just starting my YouTube channel. I had started it in January, and so I was just really starting to get into, you know, doing YouTube-y stuff. And so we went into the cosmetics company store, and I didn't really know what I was doing as far as like shades of things or anything like that. But I saw they had this, it's called the Estee Edit, which is no longer, it's a discontinued line from Estee Lauder. But they had these bronzers. Well, this is in medium deep. And like I said, didn't really know much about stuff, but I just saw like the packaging I thought was so cool. And wait till you see the inside. And so the whole top part is a mirror. It's been used, so some of the overlay is gone, but it had like, it's like a splatter, well, kind of like mimicking the outside, how it's like, you know, it was like the whole line had that kind of like splatter paint type spray paint kind of look. So this is what it looks like. So it has just, you know, the matte part, and then there's this overlay that's like a shine, which I got into some of it, obviously you can see there, but it just looked like a, you know, like splatter paint kind of thing. But she dark. So I'll go ahead and show you a swatch of that, and I'll go on the overlay a little bit. So this is what it looks like. Didn't know you were gonna get a little story time with the bronze collection, did you? This is on the overlay right here, which you can't really tell too much, but yeah, it's shimmery. And that's the other one. But, so it is dark, but it's not that dark. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually use this. Like, what? And it is absolutely gorgeous in the summertime. So I am so glad I got it, even though I didn't know what I was doing and probably should have gone for a light medium. Actually, they didn't have light medium. This was the only one that they had, so that's why I got it. And because I would describe my skin tone as light for the most part, and definitely like medium in the summer. Because for a while I thought I was just medium skin tone, but then I would get stuff and it was too dark, like concealers and stuff. So I think definitely I've learned what things work for me. I had no idea when I picked this up, but I am so glad that I did because I absolutely love it. It's every time I look at this dang, I don't know why, I gotta get rid of these things, you guys. They drive me nuts. I don't know why I keep them. But every time I look at the packaging, it's just like sets my heart all aflutter thinking about that awesome weekend away and just how my husband spoiled me, and it was so much fun. So it's funny how makeup can do that for you. Yeah, so as long as this thing, yes, it's 4 years old, but as long as it's not looking weird, smelling weird, acting weird, I don't care, I'll keep it. So and use it. So that was my bronzer collection. So basically I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and my 2 bronzer palettes. And then I am letting go of the little Estate and Morphe bronzers. So felt good to just go through it, look at what I've got, and be able to let that stuff, like I have things like that sitting around that I never use it because I don't like the color and I hate the packaging, but why do I keep holding on to it? I don't know. I'm not doing that anymore. So that's why we're having these videos here. So let me know if you have tried any of these. And you guys, I have to admit something. So I did purchase some things from the Sephora BIB sale. So I will have, even though you've seen my highlight, blush, and bronzer collections and Declutter now, there is a new highlighter, blush, and bronzer coming in that order. So I will just go ahead and say that. So there's really one extra in each of these categories. So now you know. If that video hasn't been up yet, you'll see it soon. I don't have the products yet, so I think they said April 18th. Today is actually April 11th when I'm recording this, but I think they're speculating that April 18th is when I will get my package, so we'll see about that. But yes, so there will be some more added to my collection, and that's just the way it is. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.